Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Butch Gambo. And here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall have Mr. Arthur Tugade, Secretary of the Department of Transportation, addressing certain transport issues back in 2018. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion is about the proper way of crossing the street between parked vehicles. This week's Payong Chuper is regarding the respect for pedestrian lane and its users. And the public service segment shall have attorney Martin Delgra III's reaction regarding the overcharging in PUJs. Showcase this week shall have the mid-size SUV from Nissan, the Terra 2.5 VL 4x2 7AT. While for race weekend, we'll have the highlights of the 2018 Philippine Autocross Championship Series Awards Night held at the Olay Bar in Manila.
All this, plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strada, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition, Mitsubishi Motors.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you.
Be comfortable when you're out of your comfort zone and embrace a wider world of adventure. BRV, rise above your limits.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
The things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Here are the latest news in transportation and traffic management.
In an effort to address the choke point area on the elliptical road, the MMDA has closed a portion of North Avenue in Quezon City.
The MMDA addressed that vehicles coming from North Avenue and those traversing along the elliptical road merge in this portion of North Avenue.
Pag kayo po galing ng Commonwealth at pupunta lang kayo ng Visayas or North, pumunta na po kayo sa first 3 lanes. sa kanan. Kasi may broken naman dyan, pwede kayo kumanan. Ano? Those going straight, going here, stay na po kayo sa lane nyo, sa yellow lane. Ano? Ngayon, ang dami nagsasabi lagi, mahirap sundan kasi pabilog yung yellow lane. Ano? Ang analogy lang dyan, wala pinagkaiba yan sa zigzag, sa Cannon Road, going to Baguio. Pabilog-pabilog yan, pag di mo sinundan yung linya, hulog ka sa bangin eh. So, nasusundan naman nila yung linya eh. No? So, pinasubukan ko yan. Every day, every morning, tuloy-tuloy. Yung mga mobile namin, pinalinya ko dyan sa pito. Pinapaikot ko yan, 5 ikot araw-araw. Para sundan ng mga nasa likod, no? Then, sinusundan lang may linya, no? Kasi kung nakdito kayo sa may bandang gawa, sarado tong left side, eh. So, kesa lahat kayo magsiksikan dito sa sarado, sundan nyo lang yung linya nyo, wala namang nabawas na lane. Pupunta ka lang sa kanan na pag gano'n.
Additionally, the major cause of traffic congestion in the area is motorists swerving, crisscrossing, or making a sudden change of lane. That's why the MMDA is urging motorists to stay in their lanes when driving along the said road.
So sundalin nyo lang po yung linya nyo para hindi humihinto. Ang problema kasi pag wala kayo sa linya, nagkikriskos kayo, nagsuswerve kayo, humihinto yung nasa kabilang lane eh. So, nagkakaroon ng chain reaction. Ano? Simple lang, susundan nyo po yung lane nyo.
Vehicle volume count from the MMDA Traffic Engineering Center showed that 8,728 vehicles traversed the elliptical road Quezon Memorial Circle, while 1,419 vehicles traversed from North Avenue to Quezon Memorial Circle during the morning rush hour.
Meanwhile, the MMDA said that the dry run of the yellow lane policy along Elliptical Road will continue and violators will be apprehended through the no contact apprehension policy.
The DOTR and the DILG held the third Tricycle Operators and Drivers Association or Toda Summit at the Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City. This had been the first summit of its kind in the past decade that tackled the regulation of tricycle operations while also aiming to raise the livelihood sustainability among operators and drivers.
Through the Toda Summit 2019, the government provided an avenue for engagement between the government and tricycle operators and drivers.
Ngayon ay isang makasaysayang araw. Sinasabi ko po ito sapagkat matapos ang mahigit isang dekada, ngayon lang po at sa pamumuno ng ating mahal na Pangulong Duterte, tayo'y nagtipon-tipong muli kasama ang ating mga kasangga at katuwang sa kalsada, ang ating mga Tricycle Operators and Drivers Association o TODA.
The summit also covered the discussion on initiatives on transportation, livelihood programs, scholarships and grants, health and social security by the concerned government agencies. Toda Summit 2019 thereby served as a one-stop shop for attendees as 18 national government agencies have expressed support, including the DOTR, DALG, DTI, DOLE, DSWD, DNR, CHED, TESDA, PhilHealth, SSS, Pag-ibig Fund, PAGCOR, MMDA, Office of Transport Cooperatives, and Cooperative Development Authority, among others.
Itong ating Toda Summit ay nagsisilbing one-stop shop, isang gabay para sa inyo, sa mga kaibigan natin sa Toda, kung paano po natin mapapabuti ang mga hanap buhay natin at mga regulasyon ng ating tricycle sa bansa.
Meanwhile, during the program proper, President Rodrigo Duterte, together with Department of Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi, led the turnover of e-tricycles to the city of Mandaluyong. The DOE has been granting e-trikes to local government units in Metro Manila, advocating its health and environmental benefits.
The government deemed the Toda Summit 2019 an important event as tricycle operations in the country not only provide transportation services to the public, but also because of the growing number of Filipino families depending on tricycle operations for livelihood.
The government keeps a close eye to the PUV modernization program as it progresses. Here's LTFRB Chairman Attorney Martin Delgra III on updates regarding the government's biggest transformational initiative yet.
According to Attorney Delgra, they are focusing on some important components of the PUVMP, specifically the financial aspect of the project, including the equity subsidy which will be granted to franchise holders who will be participating in the program. In addition, the LTFRB is set to conduct a strategic planning with regional directors under the LTFRB as well as with other relevant sectors.
We're going to have a strategic planning composed of the regional directors of all the regions under LTFRB, as well as inviting the other entities and stakeholders involved in the PUVMP. I'm referring to the Office of Transport Cooperative, which is to consolidation of the franchise through the formation of Transport Cooperative to run the routes.
Moreover, Attorney Delgra said they also invited the banks involved in the PUVMP.
We also have invited the banks, mainly Land Bank and DBP, but we also have engaged other private banks as well who are very much interested to help and participate in the modernization program.
Aside from the government sectors and banks engaged in the program, the LTFRB will also meet with manufacturers that will be producing the units, as well as the suppliers of the PUJ units, which are mainly imported from abroad.
I would like to emphasize that per instruction of the policy direction of Secretary Togade, yung pagsusupply po ng unit is an open market undertaking. So hindi lang po tayo limited doon sa mga units which should be manufactured here.
Attorney Delgra stressed that the PUVMP has been contributing to the economy growth, particularly in the car manufacturing sector.
It's good to emphasize as well that insofar as the modernization program is concerned, it's contributing a lot to the economy, particularly in car manufacturing sector, because it's the car manufacturing sector who are actually participating in the PUVMP have already ramped up their capacity in order to meet the requirements of the modernization program. So marami na pong, they have increased production. Ang ibig pong sabihin yan, they have built warehouses, factories, as well as hired more people in the car manufacturing sector, precisely to address supply.
This 2019, the LTFRB is looking forward to the increase of modern and compliant units as well as the transport cooperatives who will run the new routes across the country.
Still on the PUVMP, the Board of the Office of Transportation Cooperatives, or the OTC, has recently approved the accreditation of 36 new transport cooperatives.
Under the PUVMP, transport groups must form corporations or cooperatives to qualify in the program. With the accreditation of 36 new transport cooperatives, there are now a total of 681 accredited transport cooperatives, a significant increase from 484 as of June 2018, based on OTC's data. Transportation Secretary Arthur Togade said the increasing number of transport cooperatives qualified to participate in the implementation of the PUVMP is a clear testament that the initiative is very much alive and is pushing through. The official has also instructed the OTC to fast-track approvals of transport groups intending to modernize their fleet and consolidate into cooperatives.
In response to Secretary Tugade, the OTC committed to conduct bi-monthly meetings to expedite the approval of increasing applications for accreditation.
Those are the latest news in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. In 2018, the DOTR and other transportation agencies in the country had rolled out numerous major projects under the administration's Build, Build, Build program. It includes construction of infrastructure and development and enhancement in the railway system. On top of that, the government also faced a couple of issues and challenges here and there and had provided solutions. As the year wrapped up, Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade had a press briefing to talk about the latest developments of some of the projects. And that's what we have this week on Motoring Forum.
On the last quarter of 2018, the DOTR announced that the groundbreaking for the Megamall subway would take place in December. However, due to the changes in schedules and availabilities of the relevant officials, the groundbreaking has been moved to mid-January. The DOTR said the construction will start this year as well, as is targeted for completion by 2025. Additionally, the DOTR reported that the boring machine, which will be used for the underground drilling, will be delivered by April. Transportation Secretary Tugade noted that he prefers to have it delivered immediately after the groundbreaking.
Pero gusto ko talaga madala yung boring machine para makita ng mga tao na ito tutuhanan na to. Pinaka-latest niyan, April daw yata. Pero minamadali ko.
In other news, 2 Dalian trains have been deployed for test runs last year. The first one was in October, while the second one was put in operation last December to help with the holiday rush. This latest Dalian train has been set for 150-hour test runs. According to Secretary Tugade, it has been going smoothly, although he wants more skilled individuals to join in on the project. The secretary added that he's looking for individuals who could work on the project full-time.
Kulang ng magagaling at honest at committed na tao. Saka huwag niyong kakalimutan, meron tayong Railway Institute, yun sa may training yun, na mag-uumpisa yun habang ginagawa yung proyekto.
He also noted that the Philippine Railway Institute will be established soon. This is where individuals who wish to be involved in the development of the railway system will be trained and certified. Secretary Tugade has also released a statement regarding angkas prohibition in motor taxis in general.
Huwag ho natin pag-usapan yung angkas as angkas. Pag-usapan natin yung sistema ng motorsiklo.
The Transportation Secretary then proceeded to recall the transportation agencies didn't get on the way when the lower court released an order to let motor taxis operate.
Nung nagkaroon ng tinatawag na injunction, yung mababang hukom na sinabi nila payagan. May narinig ho ba kayo sa DOTR, saka LTO, LTFRB? Dumating ang desisyon ng Korte Suprema. Sabi ng Korte Suprema, wag, illegal yan. Bakit ngayon maingay na tinatanggap nila yung desisyon na yan? Bakit hindi na lang natin sundin yung desisyon ng Korte Suprema na tignan hindi lang yung legal aspect niyan, but yung safety and security aspect nung sasakyan, yung motorsiklo.
Secretary Tugade further stressed that angkas should listen and comply with what the Supreme Court has decided on.
Alisin natin sa equation yung angkas. Kasama na sa pag-iingay nila yung mga pre-concert, mga ganyan. Dapat, ang pananaw natin sumunod sa mga kautusan na binibigay, lalo higit pag Korte Suprema na yan. Hindi ba? Mag-rally kayo. Pwede niyong gawin yan. Pero merong mga patakaran at panuntunan yan na dapat obserbahan kung magrarally kayo. Kasi meron din hong karapatan yung mga mananakay sa kayong ibang publiko.
He also advised private companies as well as the public to research and study as to which motorcycles could be used for public transportation and its limitations.
Habang hindi pa rinerepaso o binabago yung batas, pag-aralan ninyo, pwede ba ang motorsiklo? Kung pwede yung motorsiklo, anong sisi o anong lakyan na pwedeng gamitin? Hindi naman lahat ng klaseng motorsiklo pwede mong gamitin pang pasahero. Baka madisgrasya ho yung mga mananakay. Alamin nyo, ano yung mga pamaraan upang maging safe and secure yan? Dapat ba magkaroon tayo ng lane na hiwalay para sa kanila? Ito ho yung mga bagay-bagay na pupuntuhan ng technical working group.
That was Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade on the latest updates and developments on some of the major projects under the Build program. The Good Secretary highlights that there will be more developments this new year for the general motoring public.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strada, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Be comfortable when you're out of your comfort zone and embrace a wider world of adventure. BRV, rise above your limits.
You are back with us here on Motoring Today. We now have this week's valuable motoring tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines.
Hello everyone and welcome to Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts Club. This is brought to you through the courtesy of Toyota Motor Philippines and the Toyota Foundation. My name is Susie of Magic 89.9. Muling magbibigay sa inyo ng simpleng tips on how to use our roads properly and safely. If you're going to cross a street between parked vehicles, it's always better and safer kung titingin ka muna sa kaliwa at kanan bago tuluyang tumawid. Minsan ay nakaharang sa paningin ang mga nakapara at maaari kang masagasaan ng paparating na sasakyan kung basta-basta ka lang tatawid. Always ensure your safety first before taking any action while on the road. Until the next time here on Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts portion, where you can learn to be safe while on the road as a pedestrian, commuter, biker, or driver. This is Susie of Magic 89.9 reminding you to always be a safe and responsible road user.
More motoring tips for you here on Motoring Today. Proper driver's demeanor while behind the wheel from Mitsubishi Motors Philippines.
Payong tsuper lang, kaibigan. Ako po si Ka Jojo Martin, isang kapwa nyo, tsuper. Bigyang prioridad ang mga pedestrian.
Matutong magbigay daan sa mga tumatawid na pedestrian, lalo na sa mga bata at matatanda. Tumigil sandali at huwag magmadali. Maging magpasensya upang makaiwas na rin sa disgrasya. Siguraduhin na buo ang iyong atensyon sa pagmamaneho at sa lahat ng nasa paligid mo.
Bukod sa iyong mga pasahero, huwag ring kalimutang irespeto ang mga tao sa labas ng sasakyan. Ito po si Ka Jojo Martin, payong tsuper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo tsuper.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strada, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Be comfortable when you're out of your comfort zone and and embrace a wider world of adventure. BRV, rise above your limits.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Be comfortable when you're out of your comfort zone and embrace a wider world of adventure. BRV, rise above your limits.
Continuing, we now welcome you to Motoring Today's World of Motorsports.
Hello there, this is Ray Louis Gamboa with Motoring Today's World of Motorsports. We start with the latest news and developments. Toyota Motor Philippines has announced that it will be an active player in this year's local motorsports scene. During the recent Toyota Media Thanksgiving, TMP President Satoru Suzuki revealed plans to hold what it calls the 2019 Vios Racing Festival.
For this year, aside from new model launches, we will continue the trailblazing legacy of the Vios Cup with a new and improved Toyota Motorsports program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce the beginning of the 2019 Vios Racing Festival.
The 2019 Vios Racing Festival will have two components, the 2019 Vios Circuit Championship and the 2019 Vios Autocross Challenge. The Vios Circuit Championship is now the new name of the popular Vios Cup that has successfully been running annually for several years now.
Known before as the Vios Cup, this first element of the racing festival will now be called the Vios Circuit Championship. There will be 3 legs with 3 races per leg in June, September, and November of this year, using the all-new Vios models to boost and encourage the Filipino interest in motorsports.
Meanwhile, the new Vios Autocross Challenge will debut in April in Metro Manila and will be open to celebrities and members of car clubs and racer wannabes in media organizations, much to the obvious delight of those in the motoring beat.
And now, for the second element, I am thrilled to announce that our media friends can get the chance to race. This April, we will kick off the 2019 Vios Racing Festival with the Vios Autocross Challenge in Metro Manila. With a defined number of slots, our motorsports program will include a timed competition in an exciting obstacle course where you can share the trails with celebrity and car club racers. And at every leg of the Vios Circuit Championship race at the Clark Speedway in Pampanga, a mini autocross challenge will also be conducted.
Those interested in the Vios Autocross Challenge will have to await details on how to participate in this new exciting motorsports event to be announced later by Toyota's partner in motorsports development, JP Tuason of the Tuason Racing School. In another exciting development for local motorsports, an FIA Grade 2 racetrack has begun construction on an 118-hectare site at the Pradera Verde estate in Pampanga. Designed by renowned architect Herman Tilk, who has designed most of the newest Formula 1 racing circuits in the world, the racetrack will be known as the Pradera Verde Racing Circuit or the PVRC. The 5-kilometer racetrack being built under the auspices of the Tilt engineers and architects will feature 22 turns with several elevation changes and a 725-meter main straight. The configuration of the track will allow it to host different races from Grand Prix races including possibly a MotoGP event, car club races, national and international series, drifting events, and drag strip competitions. The PVRC will also feature a large paddock, grandstands and spectator areas with 80,000 person capacity, a bonded warehouse, medical center, commercial areas, plus a hot air balloon takeoff and landing site. The 2 billion peso project is expected to be completed within 18 months. More on the world of motorsports here on Motor Today as we now give you Race Weekend. Organizers of the Philippine Autocross Championship Series held an awards night for the overall and class champions of the 2018 season. We were honored to be there to witness the event and took the opportunity to talk with some of the awardees and ask them to review in their own words their performances in the 2018 Autocross season, as well as to talk about their motorsports plans for 2019. It was a fun and raucous night at the Olive Bar in Manila when Philippine Autocross Championship Series organizers hosted the awards night for the overall and class champions of 2018. And because autocross is one of many local motorsports disciplines that account for many crossovers among drivers, that is, drivers crossing over to compete in different series championships in 2018, many of who's who of local motorsports showed up at the awards night. It was banters galore all throughout the night as the awardees are called to receive trophies, plaques, and prizes. Race Weekend engaged some of those at the awards to review in their own words their 2018 autocross season, starting off with Cody Nang, who was competing in the novice class in his first year of full-time competitive racing. Of course, he came to the awards night straight from school.
Actually, yung 2018 ko, yun lang yung first year na nag-focus ako sa motorsports eh. So, nag-podium rin ako sa autocross, yun nga lang, di nag-champion. Pero sa ibang racing series din, like Force, nag-champion naman ako, kaya blessing din.
Competing mainly in the novice stock C class, Cody had a relatively competitive season, finishing first in class in 3 of the 8 rounds, including the final round where he earned double points, and second in 2 rounds. And where did he do his best rounds?
For me, ang the best talaga is May Kawayan. Kasi mas technical yung racetrack eh.
And what about his worst round?
Ang worst ko yung sa Santa Rosa, yung naligaw-ligaw ako. Nung 6th round, sobrang naligaw ako noon. Pero sa awa ng Diyos, dinukan din ako nila JJ kasi late na rin ako noon eh. So, pagkakaroon ko rin yung track layout and yun, naka-podium rin ako kahit papaano.
Cody appears to be motivated to do better in 2019.
I'm planning to change my engine kasi siguro aangat na rin ako ng class, hindi na rin ako sa novice stock if ever magpalit ako ng engine.
Like most racers in autocross, Mike Mamiit competed in multiple classes. In 2018, he ended up as class champion in 2 categories, the Experience Stock A and Experience Stock B.
Basically, everything was fun. To sum it up, it was fun and challenging at the same time. Challenging in the sense that you want to get a better time that you had before. Basically, that's it. Fun and challenging.
And does he remember his best and worst rounds?
Best round is, I don't remember what round it is, but I had a pretty good time in that round. I think it was 3 seconds faster than my usual run. And my worst was, I think I was a few seconds behind because of the cones that I ran over.
Mike is looking to step up in class, seeking to challenge himself to do better and successful in tougher competition.
I plan to continue autocross, of course, because this is the first that I had a chance of racing. But I also plan to move up classes and at the same time try different disciplines of races. It's nice to win a few classes. And at the same time, I want to move up in the next season so that it will be more challenging for the coming races.
In 2018, Alexis Lava P found success competing in the Vios class ending up as class champion after winning 3 of the 8 rounds, including the final and 8th round, which has double points. He also ended up second thrice and third twice.
This season, medyo madali lang siya and kasi since it's my second season, medyo na-prepare naman yung car according to specs and medyo napapractice na ako lalo na sa mga courses ngayong season and yun, mas na-enjoy ko siya ngayon. Actually, ito yung first discipline ko na sinalihan last year. Wala lang, gusto ko lang siyang itry and sabi ko, I think kaya ko naman siya. So, at first, syempre kinakabahan. Yun yung unang-una ko talagang try autocross before ako mag-force. And yun, so humingi ako ng mga tips sa mga veterans, sa mga friends ko. And ayun, so naging successful naman. So, yung first round ko nung first season, second place agad. So, luckily nakakuha agad ng podium finish.
Earning double maximum points, perhaps decided the class championship, which made Alexis think the 8th was his best round.
Best round, I think etong last round kasi since double points siya, luckily nakakuha tayo ng first place. And medyo maganda yung performance ng car, especially thankful din ako sa mga sumusupport sa akin, especially sa sponsors and dun sa lubricants and sa mga sumusupport sa akin.
Is Alexis looking forward to competing in the 2019 autocross season?
Let's see, kasi syempre check ko muna yung budget wise and also yung capacity ng car, kung kaya pa ba, and ano naman talaga it all comes to budget. So kung may extra fund, so, yun, kaya naman siguro. For 2019 season, so sana magsimulan ko at matapos ko yung season ng maayos, ipapalarin, and may God let me do this season while blessing me throughout the track. And let's see, sana ma-enjoy natin lahat and more racers na sumali dun sa class and sa buong autocross.
In 2018, Jan Colina was successful in competing in the all-Corolla class, topping the category in 6 of the 8 rounds and coming in second in the last and final round. But to hear him describe his 2018 season, he wasn't as dominant as the points tally sheet suggested.
2018 season was tough. We faced a lot of challenges with the car, different tracks, of course, and different strategies every time we go to the races. And we're very thankful that we have overcame the obstacles and the challenges of the 2018 autocross season.
In fact, Jen Colina had a great start to the 2018 season. Things turned only bad when engine problems surfaced in the latter rounds.
Well, 2018 season we started okay lang. We recorded faster lap times or track times on the later part of the season. I think that's starting from round 6 onwards. The worst part maybe in Santa Rosa, nung magsa-start pa lang yung race, discovered na yung engine is not doing well, but still managed to finish the race. The last round, actually, we were able to finish the engine and be able to run, but we encountered problems during the race. Maybe the last round was the worst, or maybe the not really good round for the 2018 season.
After a good 2018, Jan Colina is aiming higher for 2019.
Well, 2019, we hope to win, of course, the All Corolla class and also excel in the open categories. Well, hopefully by the end of the 2019 season, we'll be bagging the overall championships as well.
Jan Colina will have a hard time achieving his 2019 goals, especially if teammate Jeff Borja continues to perform as well as he did in 2018. Jeff Borja topped the Open overall class last year while also ending up as champion in the Open A and Open C classes. Winning is fun.
Well, it's actually very fun kasi nakasama namin yung lahat ng mga sumali from other series. So last year kasi wala sila pero may mga nag-join sila this year. And then I think they also won yung championship dun sa kanilang mga hinahabol na class. So nag-enjoy ako actually this year more than last year dahil mas maraming sumali pa and then maraming mga newbies din na sumali, which is good kasi para promotion din sa sport. And actually hindi naman ako nanalo sa lahat ng rounds so nagkaroon talaga ng malaking challenge.
And what was Jeff's best and worst rounds?
Actually, I think my best round was round 7 or 6, if I recall, because I was the fastest that day. Out of all of the open class, I think that I was the fastest that day, and that's really hard considering kung ano yung car na ginagamit ko, no, 1500 single cam engine. I think my worst round was the last round, only because I had a lot of trouble, and then I got to the race late. I think I arrived at the race 2 p.m. because we had last minute problems with the car in the last round, in the championship round. So that was my worst round from a performance point of view. But I think in the end it turned out to be good, because even if we were, last minute preparations and everything, or last minute problems, we were still able to overcome that. So in a way, it wasn't exactly the worst round, but it was the most memorable because it was the most difficult.
Perhaps what made it fun and tough at the same time for Jeff was having a teammate and good friends as rivals.
Actually, the funny thing is that my chief rival for the open class overall was Jen Colina and Robert Tan. Jen Colina is actually one of my teammates, so that was a little bit difficult because I also want him to perform well, but at the same time I also have to beat him, so that's difficult in that sense. And then si Robert naman is a good friend, and I know that he has a really fast car right now, so in the last few rounds I actually had a difficult time trying to beat him because I knew he had a really fast car since round 4 or 5, I think. And the Jazz was really having a hard time to keep up, but thankfully sometimes we were able to beat him, sometimes not, but enough points to get the championship for the year.
Jeff Borja is looking to be back in the running for the Open Overall Championship this year.
For 2019, I think I want to help my teammates to win their championships, and then of course I still want to win my championship. Then I think I want to also try go back to circuit racing, which is where I really started in circuit racing, and then do also some endurance racing. As we did some endurance racing in 2019 twice. I was also lucky enough to win with my team in June for the Kalayaan Cup. So hopefully we can do more of that in 2019, and then also the Philippine Touring Car Championship, as well as the Philippine Autocross Championship. And if there's still time and money in between, then maybe we can try other series as well.
Finally, we got to talk with the 2018 Philippine Autocross Championship Series overall champion, Milo Rivera, to ask him about his experience crossing over from slaloms to compete in autocross.
Roller coaster ride, I have to say. Although we've come out on top for both championships in slalom and autocross, the journey and the challenges that came along with it were just inexplainable. We've had to deal with so much problems, we've had to deal with so much issues, and we're just really glad to be champions either way. But it's a good memory to keep along with us, regardless of the results, race by race, because it's not only a year of success, but it was also a year of learnings.
And what were the rounds in the 2018 autocross season that were most memorable in Milo's roller coaster ride to the championship?
Best round would probably be the last round, the 8th leg, where it was just down to the wire between Carlos and I. We were just separated by a few points, and a win and certain positions, although there were certain permutations that would change the outcome of the championship, which made it very, very challenging, very, very spicy for everybody to witness. We're lucky to come out on top with that. Good thing we were able to bag the win as well after a grueling battle with Carlos as expected. So the race itself was challenging and fun, and the outcome was very, very fruitful. For the worst round, however, would have been the 6th round, where if we had won that, the championship would have been somehow done. We were favored to win that race, however, when the track conditions started to be a little bit better, Carlos was able to set a really good time, and just when I was about to return the favor, the car broke down, which resulted for us to not finish the race anymore. Although we only finished second that race, it was a chance that slipped away.
Even before the end of the autocross season, or even the slalom season, Milo Rivera has been talking about perhaps retiring the Green Starlet, at least from full-time competition in both disciplines, which may or may not be good news for both fans and his rivals.
Well, I guess there's nothing really more to ask for when it comes to the autocross championships for this year. We have the same names gunning for the titles. Probably the only guy missing is going to be me. But I will be racing some races, but not to gun for the championship. Just to have a little bit of fun, enjoy, and of course, with how long I've been racing, parking lot racing, so to speak, you know, sometimes it's hard to get away with it. But with the championship, you obviously have drivers excelling, starting to become better as the years go by. And you have the elite drivers like, you know, Stefano, my brother, you have the Antons, you have Danby, and the others who are there to just gun it out and go for the win any single time of the day. So we never know. The fact that we don't know how things will be just makes it a lot more exciting and very, very much looking forward to see how it ends up.
So what series and where is Milo Rivera going to compete in this year?
There are actually a lot of opportunities for us out there. We have the Touring Car Championships this year. We also might have to race some championships abroad. Never know. I'd like to be optimistic, but whichever happens, whichever is presented to us this year, we'll take the opportunity and, you know, we'd fight either way. But for the meantime, it's just probably circuit racing, mostly going back to the racetrack, and we'll just see how things go from there. The Starlet is still there, still alive and well. It's just a matter of deciding if we should race it or not.
With Milo Rivera out of autocross or slaloms for that matter, or at least without him battling for titles this year, it will be quite interesting to see who will emerge as contenders for both championships. Race weekend will surely be there chronicling these interesting motorsport storylines for you, our faithful viewers. That's this week's World of Motorsports. Morning Today continues right after this break.
Be comfortable when you're out of your comfort zone and embrace a wider world of adventure.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Ah, the things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you. Be comfortable when you're out of your comfort zone and embrace a wider world of adventure.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Suzuki Philippines has officially unveiled the all-new Suzuki Ertiga in an event held at the Marriott Grand Ballroom in Pasay City. Suzuki Philippines presented the all-new Suzuki Ertiga with a fiercer look and boasting maximum functionality, allowing Filipino families to go on adventures and seize the day in style.
We have a lot of features compared with others, starting from stylish design, and we made it longer and wider compared with the previous generation model, and it makes more comfortable. And also we install new type of engine and more powerful but more fuel efficient. And also the price of the car is very much competitive among the other competitors.
According to Suzuki Philippines, the interior of the all-new Ertiga is designed with sophistication and flexibility in mind. The new steering wheel has a flat bottom for better leg clearance, while the gauges are painted with metallic chrome for a sleeker look. The seats have a deep curve with the fabric showing a 3D effect. The all-new Ertiga also has a new powertrain. Suzuki Philippines reported that there has been a significant increase in their sales during the past year despite the challenges. Suzuki said the success is attributed to the Ertiga, the Celerio, and the Vitara.
Suzuki Philippines remains competitive this year. 2018 was a really successful year for Suzuki Philippines despite of the challenges that the industry faced. The company was able to register a positive growth. As you know, the automobile industry last year shrunk by 15%, but Suzuki Philippines was able to register a respectable growth of 2.5%. The top reselling models of the company are the Ertiga, the Celerio, and Vitara, which account a total of 56% of our total sales.
Motor Image Pilipinas has officially launched the 5th generation all-new Subaru Forester. As presented during the launching event, the all-new Subaru Forester comes with technological advances, a range of upgraded features for optimal handling, and enhanced safety features. According to Subaru, this is the first Forester which incorporates all of the brand's 4 proprietary technologies, which means a safer, more comfortable, and enjoyable driving experience for drivers and passengers. The Forester is built on the new Subaru Global platform and features EyeSight driver assist technology. The EyeSight technology has helped drivers with a safer drive in both traffic jams along EDSA and also for long-distance highway driving.
Please come on down to any of your nearest Subaru showroom and test drive the all-new Subaru Forester for yourself. It might impress you and it might want you to get one for yourself. So yes, please give it a try, the all-new Subaru Forester.
JM 4Ace has officially launched the newest addition to its lineup of tires targeted to cater to SUVs and 4x4s.
This is the Wildpeak series, Wildpeak 83W, a new generation all-terrain tire, as well as the Wildpeak MT-01, the mud terrain for severe application. Now for on-road application, today we are also launching FK510 SUV for high-performance German SUVs. Yeah.
According to JM4East, all 3 of these new Falcon tires are equipped with a new generation technology that allows the tires to not produce road noise and vibration, which is common with all-terrain and mud-terrain tires.
With this new generation technology, the reviews that it has received is truly amazing because all are so amazed with how comfortable and quiet these tires are performing.
Toyota Motor Philippines held its Thanksgiving party held at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in BGC. With the theme Rockstar, the event was attended by media guests and the company's top executives. Toyota announced that they remain the top automotive brand, having a 38.2% of market share, while also achieving other milestones despite the challenges the industry has faced with the implementation of the train law.
2018 was really a challenging year for the whole industry. The train law implementation, which was announced in 2017, created a rush in purchase of vehicles in 2017. We actually expected that the market will slow down in 2018, but with the confluence of events, economic factors, it was quite significant. Although there was a 17% reduction in market size, we're very happy that Toyota was still able to stand ground, and we achieved Triple Crown. We're still number one in passenger cars, number one in commercial vehicles, number one in overall vehicle sales. And we bested 9 out of 11 segments.
The company looks forward to coming out with new products to offer to their Filipino customers this 2019.
I think every car company is planning to launch something new this year, whether it's a new model change or a minor change. But for sure, Toyota will have some surprises for this year. And also, we are going to have a new motorsports program as announced by our president. It's going to be called the Vios Racing Festival with 2 elements, the Autocross Challenge and Vios Circuit Championship.
At the end of the celebration, Toyota had given away 1.6 million pesos worth of prizes.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Worry free with Prudential Guarantees Auto Insurance Program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantees Auto Insurance Program, 100% worry-free driving.
Be comfortable when you're out of your comfort zone and embrace a wider world of adventure.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strada, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition, Mitsubishi Motors.
Be comfortable when you're out of your comfort zone and embrace a wider world of adventure.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
On the final stretch of Motoring Today, we have our public service segment, courtesy of Honda Cars Philippines.
What we had last week on public service is the overcharging complaint of some public utility jeepney commuters. This week, we shall have the reaction of the agency which handles the problem. We were able to speak with Attorney Martin Delgado III, LTFRB Chairman, and took the opportunity to liaise the complaints of PUJ commuters that some drivers are charging a minimum fare of 9 pesos, while some ask for another peso, and that regular commuters are getting confused because of this. The chairman has clarified that the minimum fare for the first 4 kilometers is 9 pesos and is also urging PUJ drivers to only ask for that amount.
We would be urging those who are jeepney operators and drivers who are actually charging 10 pesos not to charge or not to overcharge, because the minimum fare at this point in time is actually 9 pesos for the first 4 kilometers.
Chairman Delgra also added that there are corresponding penalties and charges for doing the mentioned violation.
For overcharging, 5,000 pesos for the first offense, and then it will increase to 10 and 15,000 pesos in the succeeding violations for overcharging.
We thank LTFRB Chairman Attorney Martin Delgado III for his valuable insights regarding this matter. We here at Motoring Today will make sure to always be a tool in solving motoring problems and concerns.
That's our public service segment brought to you by Honda Cars Philippines. Now, may we remind you once again that if you come across any motoring issue or problem that you deem as unsafe or inimical to the general motoring public, which you would like us to highlight on this portion or to refer to the proper authorities for appropriate action, please feel free to let us know about it. Take a look at your screens for our contact details. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Until next week here in Motoring Today, now in its 32nd year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. I'm Butch Gamboa. Happy motoring!